We were getting ready to start the Dream Evil tour. And so all of us, it was me, Ronnie, Claude, Vinny, and Jimmy. We all met at Ronnie's house, and we all got into the same limousine to go to the airport together. And so Ronnie had crystal glasses in the limousine, and he poured everybody a drink and just kind of said, before he could actually clink, he said, cheers. Only his glass shattered into a million pieces out of nowhere. And only 3 of us got hit with shards, me, Jimmy, and Vinny. What's weird about it is that at first we just thought, wow, that's really weird. You know, first of all, how could a glass just completely shatter? Ronnie's not that strong. And for it to shatter into so many pieces, so little tiny pieces would clip only 3 of us. Later on our way to Italy, we're going through Italy, and there was a fog. And the truck that was taking our equipment was leaving super early so that way you could get to the next city and have everything set up in time for us to arrive. But it was very foggy that day. And I guess they couldn't see ahead of them. Nobody could see ahead of them. And somehow they got into an accident with another vehicle. And so when they got out of the vehicle, they started waving people off because there was nowhere for them to go. If they didn't slow down, they were going to drive straight into the back of the truck and die. But because they were kind of, you know, rock and roll looking guys, about 3 to 5 people just kind of said, whatever. And they actually drove to their death. And then it was then that people started stopping. And then it turns out that only 3 people's equipment got destroyed in that crash. And it was the 3 people who got hit by the shards of the exploding crystal glass before we even started.
And so how did you hear about the crash?
We found out everything all at once the very next day because we were all in the bar wondering what the heck's going on. And then we just start getting these phone calls about this happened and then that happened and we might not be able to go on. And then whose equipment got destroyed and what happened and how it happened. And, you know, then hearing about the guys trying to wave the cars off and just kept getting darker and darker.
So the equipment truck crashes first into some cars?
Yeah, because apparently the smog was so thick, but the problem really wasn't with the truck driver. What happened is that I think there was a wreck in front of them. And so what they did is they didn't have time to pull over because apparently somebody hit them from behind. And it wasn't too bad, so they jumped out of the truck because they could see more cars coming. They were trying to wave them off. And they didn't. That's when everything got destroyed from getting hit from behind.
And so
people blowing them off.
You know? Yeah, because people see a bunch of long-haired freaks trying to get them to stop, and they're like, whatever, and drive by. And then they crash into the back of the truck and die? Or
a few of them, a few of them did.
Unbelievable.